Hi, my name is Heather, and welcome to my new Etsy workshop series, where I'll be building my own Etsy shop of digital items from the ground up, so you can follow along and build your own. My hope is that this series will help you in multiple ways. One, I'll walk you through the whole process every step of the way, so you don't have to worry that you're not going to know how to do something. And if you have any questions, you can just drop down in the comments, ask a question, and I'll answer it for you. And two, if you follow along with my videos and do the same things with your shop as I do them with my shop, it will provide you with kind of a schedule of getting things uploaded and building your shop. And three, we'll be coming up with product ideas together. In this first video, I'll just be opening the shop and setting everything up. But every episode after that, we'll be focusing on a certain type of digital item. One episode, it might be a coloring page, and maybe the next episode, it'll be a digital art print. I'm going to show you specifically how to do that one kind of digital upload, how you should package it for the customer, what size your files should be, what dimensions, what kinds of files should you provide. Also walk you through the upload process and everything. You'll be able to make all those different kinds of digital items and build your Etsy shop along with me. By the way, you may have seen that I do have an Etsy shop already, but it is mostly physical items. I do have some digital items in there, but I have always kind of thought that it might be neat to just do a digital item only Etsy shop. So this is going to be my second shop that I'll be opening up, and it will be only digital items. Etsy doesn't actually allow you to create a shop until you have one item ready to list. So we're going to create a quick item in Procreate or whatever method you like to use to draw. If you do already have something you want to list, feel free to use that, or you can follow along with me. We're going for quick and easy here because our main goal with this is just to get the shop created. So I'm going to go with the easiest possible product that I could think of to make a textured background. You can search Etsy to see what I mean for this. I'm in Procreate and I'm just going to create a new document. And for our textured background, we want to make it really big so that it can be used in a variety of ways by the user. So I'm going to click the new canvas button and let's switch to inches. And we're going to make it 16 inches by 16 inches. A lot of the standard sizes of photos and layouts will fit within this size. And we're going to make it 300 DPI because then it will be good for print. Now you can click create. All we're going to do here is just make some kind of neat background that someone might use for some kind of graphic design layout or image. Just have fun with it. I'm just going to go into the standard painting brushes in Procreate. And I really like the fresco brush, so I'll use that. And I'm just gonna grab some colors that I like and go nuts. Here's my finished textured background. And now I'm just going to export it. So I'm going to click the wrench icon and share, and we can export it as a JPEG. I'm just gonna do save image. And if you're doing your Etsy shop on the computer, like I do, just a little quick tip is that I have my Google Photos synced up with my iPad and my computer. So when I save that image, then I can open up my Google Photos app on the iPad, and it's going to sync those, and you'll see right here where it's pulling them in. There's a little line that goes around your avatar, and when that's done, everything's synced. And then you can just pull up Google Photos on your computer in your web browser and download the images from there. Now I'm at my computer and I can just go to photos.google.com and I have my image here and I'll just click it and download. I'm on Etsy.com, and to start, I'm just going to scroll all the way to the bottom and I'm going to click Sell on Etsy. And let's do Get Started. If you already have an Etsy shop that you use to buy stuff, then you can log in with that. But if you don't have an Etsy account at all, then you can create a new one. So you'll just enter the email address in here, either of your current Etsy account that you want to use or just whichever email that you want to use for selling. And let's just fill this stuff out. I'm going to click Let's Do This. What brings you to Etsy? I'm going to do the first one. I'm starting to sell for the first time ever. And I'll do Next. Is there anything you want help with? I'm just going to pass by those and I'll just do Next. And start your shop. Here we're going to set our shop preferences, and this all depends on you wherever you are and what is your currency where you live and your language. And I'm going to do save and continue. And now I can name my shop. As it says, you can just draft a name now and change it later. This is going to be kind of like a handle because you're not going to have any spaces or special characters or anything, almost like how you would do a screen name. So I think maybe I'll do Heather Cash Digital because my other shop is Heather Cash Art. So you can either do it by your name or you can do it without your name and have something like, woodland animals or magical creatures, whatever you choose. And it does need to be unique. It has to be something that no one else has. And we'll do save and continue. Here's the create a listing page. This is where we're going to create our first listing. I'm just going to go quickly through these options because we're just trying to get our shop open, and later I'll walk you through each of these steps and explain in more depth how we can fill out these options in the best way. So for the photo, we can actually just click add a photo and just use the JPEG that we had saved, and I'll just do open. Then we can scroll down to title and we can just make up a title for it. I'll just add some of the colors that are in it. So mine is pink and orange, textured, downloadable, background. For about this listing, we're always just going to pick I did for who made it, unless any of the other ones apply to you. What is it? It's a finished product, and we made it in 2023. For the category, we're just going to kind of start typing what we think it would be, and then some options come up. So I can do background and clip art and image files. That's a pretty good spot for it. So let's pick that. For the craft type, we can basically check what this would be used for. So it can be used for basically all of these things. So let's just check all of them. Primary color, for mine, I'll pick pink, and secondary orange. We can fill out the length and width. So remember, it's 16 inches by 16 inches. And it's not made for any special occasion or holiday, so you can skip those. For subject, the abstract and geometric would be good because it's definitely an abstract background. And then you can just pick a couple that would go with this background. For example, for the pink and orange, I feel like beach and tropical would be a good one. For the renewal options, I like to pick automatic. That way it won't just expire and you don't realize it. And it's only 20 cents to renew it. If you do find that it goes like an entire year without selling, then you can go in here and set it to manual. And for the type, we're going to pick digital. And for the description, we'll just add a description here. And like I said, I'll go more into what we should have in the description in future videos. So I'll just say this is a digital watercolor background using shades of pink and orange, ready to use for your own personal or professional project. And we will beef that up later in another video. We can skip the production partner. That's like if you're having someone print your shirts for you or something. For tags, again, we'll go over this later, but I'm just going to come up with some descriptive phrases for the listing. For materials, we can just skip that because that's kind of more for actual physical items. But if you do make a background traditionally, and then scan it in, you could put in what materials you use to make that. Like for example, if you actually used watercolors or acrylics. For the inventory and pricing, I'll show you how to do this later, but for now, let's just set it to $2. It's a very simple background and it's only one file as opposed to like a bundle of files. So we're gonna go pretty low with this one. For the quantity, since it's a digital file, You would think that you don't have quantity because obviously there's unlimited supply of this, but Etsy does still use the quantity and your digital item can get sold out. So let's make this really big, like 100. We're going to skip the SKU field. We don't need that. And we're not collecting personalization for this, although we will in future videos. Here's where we're going to upload our digital files. So we can just click upload file and we'll just grab the JPEG that we exported and open. And now we can click save and continue. And we can click do this later. And we're going to fill out how you'll get paid. We're going to select our country here. And for tax purposes, are you an individual or a business? This is really based on how you do your taxes. So like I'm a sole proprietor, so I pick individual. But if you are like an LLC business or something like that, then you can pick business. About myself, your bank information. So we're going to do this connecting the bank here. And go ahead and click continue. We need to verify our email up here. It sent an email to us, so we're going to need to go and click on that. And here we are. Now we can go to our shop manager, and this is where we would enter the deposit code once we get our small deposit from Plaid in our bank account. And we'll need to do that before we can set up the billing or the shop security. So I'll see you after the deposit. I got my deposit in my bank account, so I'm back at this page and I'm going to scroll down, and here's where it says enter deposit code. So we're just going to click on that, and I'm going to enter the 3-letter code that was on my bank statement. I got my bank account all verified, and now I can just pick when I want my Etsy payments. So I'll pick every week and save and continue. And now we're just going to set up billing so you can enter that information for your bank account. This is for the 2-factor authentication that just keeps your shop extra safe because you can't just log in with the password. You'll also get a text message with the code to type in. So I'll do SMS. Now we can click open your shop. This is the Etsy dashboard. And right here, you'll see your stats for your sales and your visits and orders. And then we can go to listings. And here we'll see that listing that we made of the background. And you can also filter through your listings using these filters over here. And if we want to see our Etsy shop live, we can click on the little Etsy icon over here. So I'm just going to click that. And here's my live Etsy shop. As you can see, we have a lot of stuff to fill in here. So we have our header and our little avatar, and then we'll also be able to add some information about the shop. I didn't realize that this one would take so long, and I don't want the video to be too long. So we'll do that in the next video. We'll set up all of our shop branding, and then after that, we can get started adding our products. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you're excited for the journey that we're about to go on together. And please, when you make your Etsy shop, drop it down in the comments. I want to see it. Also, make sure you check out my Creativity Club on Facebook, where we share all of our projects and we can share our Etsy shop so that we can help each other out and visit each other's shops and favorite items, and we can give each other suggestions. It'll be so much fun. If you have any questions, as always, you can let me know in the comments, or you can email me at heather@heathercash.com. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so I know to make more videos like this. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.